It's not dandruff, it's not. It's this Eco Styling Gel that I recently hauled. See me trying to slick back and slick down my flyaways and baby hairs, and then this thing freaking flaked on me. I'm like, I really need to go back and check them videos from Renee. I don't think she really recommend this, you know. I need to check, but yo, Olia, if you see this in Pennywise, pass it like a full PTSD bus, please. Hey guys, Colleen here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe on your way out, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you all have been enjoying my eyeshadow palette series that I've been doing for the month of July. I did segue a little bit to talk about the nails. They've been going on a week now, you know, status update, and they are doing very well. But getting back to the eyeshadow palettes, so the other night I did a Facebook Live, very impromptu, typical Colleen fashion, nothing planned. And a couple of you guys suggested that I do a makeup collection if I weren't a YouTuber, and a top 5 eyeshadow palette collection. So I was like, let me just mash the two together and do a top 5 eyeshadow palettes collection if I weren't on YouTube. And I'm like, man, that is the most cutthroat, like hypothetical declutter I've ever heard of. But you know what, your girl was up to a challenge, because I think I have roughly 135 eyeshadow palettes. Yeah. And then to cut it down to like 5, and you know I love eyeshadows, like I love them to bits. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna accept the challenge. Let's, you know, whittle it down to my top 5. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, so starting from number 5, go up, I would have to say the Novena Volume 3. And I know that's kind of crazy, but hear me out when I say that, because it's super colorful. In fact, I think it's probably the most colorful eyeshadow palette in my top 5. And the reason being, I think realistically speaking, I only need one colorful eyeshadow palette, and this one has the right amount of color and neutral, plus most of them are pressed pigments, so you're really gonna get a lot of bang for your buck in terms of the pigmentation. These cost about 60 US, but I know from time to time Anastasia does have discount codes and coupon codes. I did get this one for 20% off, so I did not pay the full 60 US price, but the quality of these eyeshadows slash pressed pigments are really good. Like, I think out of all of her Novena Pro pigment palettes, Volume 3 is the one that really spoke out to me in terms of the color story and the balance of colors to neutral shades. 2 are definitely Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. I am a stan. I have been a stan since 2015 when I bought the Artist Couture eyeshadow palette. Since then I have fallen in love with the brand. I feel as if the brand right now is kind of like dying, and I'm not surprised, because last year alone they released so many eyeshadow palettes that I don't think we could have kept up with it. And right now it's kind of like crazy to see that they only released 2 eyeshadow palettes. Granted, we are in the midst of a pandemic, but people are still buying makeup, and you would think that in terms of the momentum, they would have slowed down a bit because of the pandemic, but not to a grinding halt. And to me, I feel as if they have basically ground to a halt. So number 4 on my list is the ABH Soft Glam palette. This I think is my ultimate neutral glam palette. It is pricier, but it's certainly one of the cheaper palettes on my list here. I just love the mix of warm neutral colors, the metallics and the mattes blend like a dream, and they work very well even on deeper skin tones. And this is a palette that I draw for on a regular basis. Like, the quality is really off the hook. The next one is the ABH and Jackie Aina palette. This one again, I don't know, I think ABH really stepped up their eyeshadow quality with this palette. The only other palette I could think of where the quality of the eyeshadow formula is unmatched is the Makeup by Mario palette, which of course unfortunately has been discontinued. And I don't know, like, if they were to re-release that one, I would definitely pick it up as a backup. But the Jackie Aina palette is beautiful. There are colors in there that really speak to me, like the purple and the pinks. And don't talk about the rose gold. Like, that rose gold color, oh my gosh, it is unreal, you know. Second on my list is the Natasha Luna Bieber palette. Like, this is probably the most expensive eyeshadow palette that I own. It costs $129 US, so this is not anything to snub your nose at. I know it's not one of the most expensive palettes on the market, but for me, like, I think that was my cutoff point in terms of like purchase price. I don't think I could go beyond that price. I just think, like, how do I justify paying so much for an eyeshadow palette? I mean, even this one, but the mattes are phenomenal. I love the ratio of cooler to warm tone, but it really pulls more neutral. And the reason why I say it pulls very neutral, because I recently purchased the Natasha Luna bronze palette here, which is what I do have on my eyes today. And this is a warm neutral palette. Like, warm is, compared to the Bieber palette, this is very warm. Again, I love this, but I haven't played around with it enough to like put it in a rankings video per se, but the quality in this eyeshadow palette is really good. So if you really don't want to like purchase the Bieber palette at $129 US, you could get this one. This bad boy here is $65 US. You can also wait for when she has Black Friday sale. These things go on sale like on a number of occasions. I prefer to buy my palettes on sale because, again, the price tag is very hefty, but the quality, like Natasha Luna quality, is really good. My only problem with the brand is it's not always consistent. So sometimes you do get kind of like duds in certain eyeshadow palettes. My recommendation, to just be on the safe side, is to check out reviews regarding the palettes that you may be interested in, because these are a very pricey investment. Now the last and number one, I mean, for those who know me and just know what calls to my soul, this is a palette that calls to my soul. And if I weren't doing YouTube, if I weren't the crazed makeup junkie that I am here, as you see today, Pat McGrath Mothership 5 Bronze Seduction palette is the mother of all eyeshadow palettes. And when I say it's the mother of all eyeshadow palettes, people, I mean it is the mother of all eyeshadow palettes. The Blitz eyeshadows in that palette are insane. Like that rose gold and that red, oh my word, it is literal fire on your eyes, folks. Like, and the reason why I love this palette more than say her last palette, the Divine Rose 2, is that there is more versatility in the looks, whereas the Divine 2, it's really pretty pink palette, but you're gonna make 1,000,001 pink eyeshadow looks. With the Bronze Seduction palette, you can do fiery reds, rose golds, duochrome, smoky browns, muted browns, golds. Like, the possibilities are endless with that palette. And if you're really looking at investing in a Pat McGrath palette, I recommend this one to get first. If it is you only buying one, get the Mothership 5 Bronze Seduction. Yeah, so basically that is my top 5 eyeshadow palettes. If I weren't a YouTuber, if I weren't as makeup obsessed, those are my 5 selections. Let me know in the comments below, what are your top 5. I know some of y'all aren't YouTubers, but say pretend y'all were a YouTuber, or pretend y'all had 1,000,001. What would be your top 5 out of it? Honestly, this was a real challenge for me because, like I said, I have over 100 eyeshadow palettes and I am makeup obsessed. So for me to whittle it down to these 5, you have to know these are my ultimate 5 eyeshadow palettes. Like, if the house is burning down and I could only grab 5, those were the 5 eyeshadow palettes that I would be grabbing to take with me, right? So thank you so very much for watching. Please make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. My giveaway is coming to a close pretty soon, so make sure you have entered to win a chance to get a Novena for Volume PR kit. And thanks so very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys.